Bad date? No. Dinner. Movie. Sex. Spill it.
Much obliged, Piper. I am more than pleased to spill it this week. Welcome, one and all. It's the thrift store rundown to bring you Hollywood home on a budget. And this just might be one of our best weeks yet. Today, we're talking about the 3 most important components you need for a successful and memorable date night in with your sweetheart. Now that we're all going to be spending a lot more time indoors given the cold weather climates. They are dinner, a movie, and to the extent that YouTube will allow, sex. I call it the power of 3, sweetheart style. And yes, I did get this idea, and the intro for that matter, from Charmed, with a special shout out to Prue Halliwell, both a temptress and a catalyst. Who'd have thunk? Without further hype, let's literally get cooking up some romance. In this case, time-tested and time-approved romance. To begin with, we have our second Barefoot Contessa Cookbook coming into the spotlight, and it just might be one of Ina Garten's most personal ones yet. Cooking for Jeffrey, her husband of 55 years. This Barefoot Contessa Cookbook was picked up from Red, White, and Blue for $4.99. Wherever this originally came from, it was priced at 30% off its retail price. If you remember this unnamed bookstore, you would have saved 40% off the retail price, which is $35 here stateside and $45, $10 more up north. And as the sticker would indicate here, it is indeed a signed copy. It may not be personally inscribed, but it's signed nonetheless, making this quite a quality way to kick off the Power of 3 sweetheart style. With more on Cooking for Jeffrey, here's the Barefoot Contessa in her own words.
One of the great pleasures in my life is cooking for Jeffrey.
I love it.
It's about taking care of him. It's about giving him something that he just loves to eat. That affection has really contributed to my cooking because it makes me want to do a better job. And so I really learned how to cook by cooking for Jeffrey. Do I amaze you?
Yes.
That's good. I hope I always amaze you.
But you know what?
What?
That's going to amaze me. You know, people come up to me all the time and say, tell her I'm her greatest fan. And I say, no, that can't be the case because I'm her #1 fan.
The thing I like most about cooking is actually that when you cook, everybody shows up. It's not really the cooking part, it's the community part. You know, one of the things I think people get really worked up about is doing a meal that impresses everybody. What I try and do is something where you can buy really simple ingredients, cook something really simple, and everybody loves it. I love to take an idea of something I love, like lemon chicken, and just make it as simple as it can possibly be and as delicious. You're the best advertisement for my food.
Oh, that's delicious.
I think everybody should have a Jeffrey in their life.
I bet you anything, she won't be eating those words when we get through with this. Let's get started. For America's best-selling cookbook author, Ina Garten, there is no greater pleasure than cooking for the people she loves, particularly for her husband, Jeffrey. She has been cooking for him ever since they were married, at the time, 48 years ago. And the accompanying delicious meals they shared became the basis for an extraordinary career in food. After a particularly mundane career at the White House Office of Management and, blah, blah, blah. Let's get started. We're here to talk about food. Not the White House. At least not yet, anyway. We're cognizant of that. There are 6 food chapters in here. We're going to highlight 1 recipe per each chapter for 6 recipes in all. And as much as I can, highlight recipes with aphrodisiacs, meaning foods that boost your sex drive. Hey, if we're going in on a week like this, we're going in bells a-blazing. And we begin with fried oysters with lemon saffron aioli, which serves 4 to 6. Zest the lemons before you juice them here. You'll get ingredient prep tips and alternates, when applicable, throughout, as well as make-ahead tips. And right out of the gate, we're starting strong because oysters and saffron are 2 aphrodisiacs. Yes, this may be fried finger food, but it's finger food nonetheless. And oysters and saffron have a proven track record, even though they don't work together often, of boosting one's love drive. Next up, Fiesta corn and avocado salad. Avocados are an aphrodisiac as well. This serves sits. It's a great summer salad. You can get most of the ingredients at your favorite farmstead. In this case, Ina's favorite farmstead would be in Sagaponack, plus a few ripe avocados from the grocery store. Sagaponack, I think, is in upstate New York, where her empire is based. Even if you make this out of season, there's a lot of love to be put into that. Up next, we have here skillet roasted lemon chicken, which serves 3. While there are no aphrodisiacs to be found in here, it's my understanding that this has a proven track record of either sealing engagements or celebrating them after the fact. As I watched Cookie with Jack Scalfani. I know, not the most ideal choice to reference around here, but he's a personal pal of mine, and he whipped this up upon hearing the news that his youngest son, Jack Jr., got engaged to the love of his life, Brianna. He said that the gravy was so good. So yeah, whether it's sealing an engagement or celebrating one, or even sealing a marriage, this will work. Next up, we have here spaghetti squash with garlic and parmesan, serving 5 to 6. I find some spaghetti squash surprisingly elegant. Why? Because it's squash that, if you handle properly and caress with care, looks like spaghetti. Pretty neat. That's a real, surprisingly amorous trick of the eyes right there. You get your health benefits, but you don't get a lot of unnecessary carbs. You don't want to weigh your date down with carbs, depending on how your date looks. Well, scratch that. Just don't weigh it down with a lot of carbs, period. Moderation is key. Next up for dessert, or really for a shared appetizer, we have here port wine prunes with Stilton and walnuts. Wine may not be an aphrodisiac, but it sure gets you in the mood. Just as long as you be cautious with it, and if your date can drink wine. Walnuts, believe it or not, they're an aphrodisiac too. And if walnuts are an aphrodisiac, you bet your bottom dollar something will be going down further south for both parties to really get in the mood. That serves 6 to 8. And finally, we have here chocolate creme brulee. Do we need to say anything more about chocolate as an aphrodisiac that you haven't heard about already? It's one of the undisputed kings of amorous ingredients. This serves 6, and it being whipped up into a creme brulee using bittersweet chocolate, such as Lindt, Ina's favorite, and instant espresso granules and coffee liqueur, with vanilla extract just for good measure. Oh, and by the way, the big ta-da comes with a blowtorch, which isn't that hard to find or hard to use. So yes, one of the most passionate and romantic beverages and the undisputed king of aphrodisiacs working together to provide quite a memorable ending for you and your sweetheart, which in turn, as I often say, will lead to a memorable beginning. I think this cookbook is nothing if not a catalyst itself for some real memorable date nights indoors, or even outdoors. I mean, the serving sizes for these recipes vary here, like this root vegetable gratin, which serves 8 to 10, some serve 6, some serve 6 to 8, some serves 5 to 6, you get it. From cocktails to soups, salads, and breads, dinners to desserts, and even drinks, you're in store for quite a delicious adventure. At the very end, you get resources for Ina's favorite kitchen supplies for a starter kitchen and professional kitchen. This is professional. There's the starter, along with her favorite ingredients. And a list of Jeffrey's all-time favorite dinners from her past cookbooks, see? From Perfect Roast Chicken and her debut cookbook, all the way down to Weeknight Bolognese, and how easy is that? To date, I own 3 of her cookbooks, and I think I'm going to stick around for 3. I gotta tell you though, this roast chicken with bread and arugula salad from Making Ahead is real tempting though. I'll tell you what, if you request the Barefoot Contessa Cookbook in the comments section, if I locate it, I'll buy it. and review it. I can assure you that all the recipes have been deftly tested again and again. I hope you and the people dearest to you love these recipes too. If the skillet lemon chicken doesn't prove much in here, what else will? Cooking with Jeffrey earns 4.5 out of 5 claps. To quote Daniel Tiger, making something for somebody is just another way to say, I love you. As far as couples go, I don't know of another cookbook that espouses that principle more than what these two veteran spouses have cooked up with this. Thanks for watching. Check out more TSR by clicking on another awesome review like this one, top left. And be sure to subscribe by clicking top right. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side.